to demonstrate for you how to install the CUNO Water Factory SQC 3HF Reverse Osmosis System. Same methodology applies to the SQC 4HF Reverse Osmosis System. To begin, you'll need a few tools. They include a drill, an 1/8" drill bit, as well as a 1/4" drill bit, a Phillips head screwdriver, an adjustable wrench, a flashlight, a pencil, and a knife. We're going to install the faucet first. It came with a blue hose. Take the parts kit that came with it and find the plate that looks like this. And go ahead and put that on along with the washer that has a cutout in it. Slide those down the hose and line them up over top the two pieces that stick down. After you get those two on, it's critical that you put these on first before the tubes. So after you get those on, go ahead and grab the black tube that came with it and put it onto the larger of the two prongs that stick down. Then take the green hose and stick it on the smaller one. Doesn't have to go all the way up, just make sure it's good and tight. Okay, so now take all your tubes. Let's put them in the hole that goes under the sink. Underneath the sink, you're going to be putting the remainder of the pieces on in the following order. You'll put this plate on first, then followed by the spacer, followed by the washer that's metal, followed by what I call a star washer, it's also known as a lock washer, and then the bulb. So let's go ahead and do that under the sink.
Feed this all onto the blue tube. The very last thing I'm going to do before I start tightening things too far is this is where I'm going to slide in this plate so that I don't run the risk of everything falling on my head. Okay, nice and tight.
Now let's go ahead and turn off the cold water. You might want to check on top, try running the cold water, make sure nothing comes out. Then, disconnect your cold water. You might want to put a small shallow bowl underneath just to catch any drips. Okay. Then take this piece, little gray piece, and connect it up. This is on the 3/8" part of the line as opposed to a 1/4" part. Grab a pair of pliers to hold it in place while you tighten it. Okay. And just rehook up the other part. And tighten. Okay, so the cold water valve is now in place. And then let's go ahead and mount the system on the wall. So take your pen, mark where your two holes are, and then drill a hole so that you can mount the screws. Take your 1/8" drill bit and go ahead and drill your holes. And then just screw in the two screws that they provide. So now what you're going to do is you're going to hook up the black tube that attaches from the faucet into your drain pipe. Now, there's a few things you need to think about before you just drill a hole. One of the things is this is a gravity-fed drain, so what is important is it needs to always be coming down, and it technically needs to be as short as you can possibly make it. For that, we're going to drill a hole in the drain pipe first. Okay, go ahead and not just make a mark, but actually make kind of an indentation in the pipe, in the plastic pipe. What you're going to do, the reason that's important is you're going to be taking your 1/4-inch drill bit, and you need some place for it to begin so that it's not running all over. And then just go ahead and drill. Alright, so now we're going to install the saddle valve to the drain pipe. Take screws, put them in the front, grab the back, and then put it on top of and line it up with the hole you just drilled. Alright, so now we're going to take the tank and we're going to install the valve that goes on the top. So grab the piece that looks like this and just screw it onto the stem that sticks out. You only want to hand tighten this, do not over tighten. Now you can situate it in the cupboard where it's going to go. Okay, so I'm going to grab the top, and you'll notice they're color coded to match the color of the tubes that they sent you. So let's go ahead and plug in all the different colors. So we have the feed line. Give it a tug, make sure it's secure. We have the yellow that's going to go to the tank, which is behind it. Push it in. And then we have the one that goes to the faucet, the blue one. Okay. Let's then also go ahead and put our filters in. These are all coated. What you'll see is each one has a symbol. So this one's the sediment and carbon, and it looks like that, which matches the label on the place where it's supposed to go. The same for all of them. So let's just go ahead and put them in. This is the RO membrane cartridge. This one goes next. And the carbon cartridge goes last. Okay, so before we put this back into the cupboard and put it on the wall, I want to hook up the drain with the red tube. Now, what they do is in production, they actually put a little plug on here that you need to pull out. So to do that, just push the collar down and just slide it right out. And then go ahead and put your red tube in, get a pull, make sure it's secure. Okay, so let's then go ahead and put this back into the cupboard. The first connection we're going to make is from the blue tube on the faucet to the blue tube on the unit. You will have received a connector that looks like this. It's got a 1/4 end on one end and 3/8 on the other. Go ahead and plug in each end appropriately. If you need to reduce the length of the tubes, go ahead and cut those now. The next connection we're going to hook up is the black one that came from the faucet. So you had a piece that looks like this. Let's go ahead and screw that into the saddle valve that you installed on your wastewater drain pipe. Don't over tighten, just hand tighten. And then go ahead and push this in. Okay, then there was the red tube that you hooked up from the bottom of the middle filter. You're going to hook that up to the green line that also came from the faucet, like that. Your orange connection goes to the cold water feed. So let's go ahead and push that connection in. Your very last connection is the yellow tube that's going to go to your tank. Okay, go ahead and push that in. So now, go ahead and turn on your cold water slowly, checking for any leaks. Go ahead and flush the system completely 3 different times by just emptying out thoroughly and then letting it refill, and then emptying it, refilling, emptying, refilling. After that, you're ready to enjoy some great tasting water. Good water. Be sure to sign up for our eFilter Auto Refresh program also, where you save on shipping and you never have to remember to order replacement filters. We send you just the filters you need when you need to replace them. No membership fees, no binding contracts. Cancel at any time. To find out more, call us at 1-800-779-1340. Enjoy! Let's go ahead and screw that into the saddle valve that you